What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Bunker's Kitchen at a bit of a different angle today. Tonight, really. Audio is probably kind of janky too because of the microphone. But we're here. We just picked up some cheesesteaks from two different restaurants. One is called Zorba's, the other is Sam's Deli. And we're just going to do a comparison of which one is better, I guess. I don't want to say one's better or worse, but which one's better.
Which one we think is better.
Yeah. So, we both have never had
either
their
place,
food. So this should be good. Let's go ahead, unbag all this stuff. Sam's Deli did come in a nice little plastic bag. Zorba's came in a tightly packed paper bag.
And price-wise, they were similar, so...
Yeah, they were within like a few dollars range.
A good thing to keep in mind.
Difference. So, let's get this unwrapped and get started. Okay, so we got that all unbagged now, and our heads are both a little cropped out, but that's okay.
The food is the importance.
Exactly. So, you have... This was Sam's.
That's Sam's. It looks like it has a lot of meat.
Yeah. What looks nice is... I don't like the presentation, actually, of all the lettuce just kind of slapped on top there.
Yeah, like if you can see, that's just literally, I opened it up, it's lettuce. The first thing you smell is a crap ton of pepper on this too, so
yeah. That's
like a turn off for me, and some of the lettuce doesn't even look that good.
It actually looks like they used yellow American cheese.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, so it's the immediate kind of presentation, a little iffy.
Yeah.
But we're going to go ahead.
This is the gravy that came with this is Zorba's, right?
Yes, so
and then that's the big gravy that came with, and then Sam's fries came in this cute little thing. I think this is so cute.
Yeah, and so this is actually like...
It's like half full.
Yeah.
So it's still, they're both still a decent amount of gravy, you know?
Yeah, like if you were to really pour them both out, they'd probably be about the same.
Yeah.
Sam's might be a little bit more, but that's alright. So both of these are 8-inch cheesesteaks with... I don't actually remember what Sam's did because I forgot to ask
what kind of cheese
they use. So it might be American, it might be provolone. We're going to find out. Actually, looks like this isn't cut.
It's half.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Alright.
I thought I had to get a knife. So we're going to go ahead and try Zorba's first because immediately the impression is kind of low.
Yeah.
So we'll try it out and be right back. Oh boy. So, here's our halves. So, because I did say, yeah, we got the 8-inch cheesesteak, lettuce, mayonnaise, and cheese.
This has American, yellow American on it, so.
And here's all the shoddy lettuce that we pulled off. It looks less than appetizing.
Cheers.
Let's sink it. Whew! Very peppery.
I know. Hold on.
Thank you.
I don't like that pepper.
Ironically, because of how much I've had the Panera steak, egg, and cheese breakfast sandwich, they use a ridiculous amount of pepper for that sandwich. This isn't a review or anything of that, but that's pretty good. But this is actually tame to me in terms of pepper because of that.
What
cheese
steak have you gotten that has just like pepper sprinkled on top?
None.
Exactly.
This one right here.
Okay, so pepper out of it. Lettuce, we said it was all over the place. The meat, I think, is actually pretty good.
Yeah, like it's a little dry, but the mayonnaise and cheese balances it out. Now we gotta try a fry
and some gravy. I'm picky about gravy too.
The fry's a little hard, a little more on the well done side.
I like that though.
But the gravy's pretty good.
The gravy's pretty good.
Not the best thing ever, but it's not bad either.
I like that. Pretty good. Okay.
So
we're gonna switch now.
Okay, next up we have the Sam's Deli. Oops, forgot the fries. The Sam's Deli cheesesteak. Same kind of concept. 8-inch sub roll, lettuce, mayonnaise. I almost said raw onions, but we didn't do that because
this roll almost looks a little bit more like beat up.
Yeah. Like it looks like it got toasted, chilled, and then like they kind of just
Yeah.
crunched it a bit.
Because,
So-
like, what are these? Are these the, like, Kaiser, whatever, seeds or something? Aren't they supposed to be on top?
Yeah.
Like, it's on the side.
Well, think the way this is probably made. Actually, no, that wouldn't make sense.
It just looks like a beat up roll, okay? It doesn't look like,
Yeah.
ooh, the best roll I've ever seen.
Got to the top.
However, I don't like when they put toppings inside, but I know that's what places do.
Yeah.
But this is a lot better lettuce-wise. There is a bad piece right there if you want to pull that out.
One bad
But
piece.
like, yeah, compared to the other one, it's nowhere near as bad. This is a lot better, like, ratio-wise of, like, meat to toppings,
Yeah.
I think.
Now,
It does have a lot of meat.
I do personally prefer when everything's under the meat, just because then there's less things to fall out. Let's try to rip this one apart. There we go.
Hold on. Let me get my bad lettuce out.
So yeah, the meat does look a little bit more hydrated than Zorba's. So, let's go ahead, dink it, and sink it.
Wipe your face.
No, no, no.
Hmm.
I lost my napkin. I don't know where it went.
What are you thinking?
Garlicky. Like it has some kind of like oniony, garlic.
It doesn't taste like normal cheesesteak meat.
Yes, like it's.
So that's something that they do like specially.
It is noticeably different.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't know exactly what it is. Like I don't know if it's onion. I don't know if it's just an extra seasoning that they use. But it's definitely different tasting than your typical
Cheesesteak.
I guess your typical cheesesteak.
Hmm.
I'm gonna take another bite though.
I don't know how I feel about that. Because I'm so used to like the cheesesteak flavor. You know what I mean? Like that
Yeah.
the meat tastes like. These are some big freaking fries too. They're thick. And they give you this whole like tub of them.
Yeah.
So with our soup over here. This is thicker. This gravy's thicker and darker.
Oh yeah. Definitely a bit darker. Bit more gelatinous. It's a terrible word to use for gravy, but
It's not bad. I think I like their gravy better.
I actually like this one.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
So that's like a personal preference thing. Which one do you think's saltier?
That one.
This
I
one?
think that's why I like it. Cause
So maybe that's
I
why.
like saltier gravy.
The fries are same, like crispy wise.
Mm-hmm. I felt these were a little softer. They weren't as well done
Okay.
and cooked over.
All right.
So now,
We'll bring them back together.
okay, so we deliberated about our thoughts on the cheesesteaks.
Not really. We didn't deliberate.
Yeah, we kind of talked about it. So, did you come up with a thought for?
I don't know if I have ratings. Can we discuss first? Let's discuss.
Okay.
This is our deliberation.
Okay.
So, what I just told Zach is this one honestly would have sold it for me. This is the Zorba's one, right?
Yes.
It would have sold it for me. Like the bread I think is better. The lettuce situation was iffy, but I like the American cheese on my subs. The fries I liked better. The gravy I liked better. But the pepper is killing me. Like I just took a bite of it and I coughed because of how much pepper is on their steak.
The thing I will say is, so the meat seemed a bit drier. It is very peppery, but I do like the thinly shaved lettuce. Like I like
Yeah.
thinner, small lettuce rather than like kind of the bigger chunks that Sam has going on here.
Okay.
But that can
Good
actually
point.
vary from like place to place. It's
Right.
just very dependent on where you go.
Right. So any other comments about that, or did you kind of agree? You didn't like the fries as much or the gravy as much, but the
Yeah.
meat-wise, do you agree with that?
Yes, it's very peppery. Like,
And then
I
Zach
f-
also likes like cheese sauce or the cheese whiz on his steak, so I don't know how you feel about the American
I mean,
cheese.
when cheese whiz isn't an option, I like American over
Okay.
provolone because provolone's just kind of an iffy cheese.
Did we figure out what was on that?
No, actually, I think it's American though.
Probably.
So actually,
Then,
let's-
what are our comments about this? My comment about this is that it doesn't taste like cheesesteak meat to me. This tastes like cheesesteak meat with a crap ton of pepper.
it's American.
That tastes like
Something different.
they were trying to do something with this seasoning. Like Sam's Deli was trying to go out and make their own thing, which I understand.
Yeah.
Like you want to stand out from other places, but I don't know if I particularly like that.
Yeah. So
Their fries were okay. I wasn't as big of a fan of their gravy, but I'm iffy about gravy anyway, so.
okay.
Overall ratings? Well, say what you want to say about them.
So for Sam's, yeah, the seasoning Yeah,
it's just different.
Yeah, for Sam's, the seasoning is definitely different than pretty much any cheesesteak I've ever had. I've had like Pat's Pizzeria.
No.
I've had Tamburinos, My Three Sons, like a bunch of different places. And this is the first time I've ever had this kind of taste.
Yeah.
I'm not exactly sure what the seasoning is, but it's definitely different.
Yeah.
The gravy, it was a bit more like gelatinous, but I liked it over Zorba's just because it was a bit saltier. It had a bit more kind of a punch to it.
Okay.
And the fries were a bit softer. Like, they still look
They're like
about the same in
comparable.
color, but...
And that differs every time you get them. It's like
Yeah.
who's cooking that day kind of
Exactly.
thing. So that's not a big determinator for us, I guess.
Yeah. So, out of 10, what are your thoughts with Zorba's?
This one?
Yeah.
Maybe like a 6.
Okay.
What do you
And
think?
So, for me, I'd say like a 6 or a 7.
That's what I was thinking.
I don't really hate the peppery steak. It's
do.
just...
That's
that-
what killed it. Like everything else, I think I liked.
Yeah.
The
But
pepper killed me. I just,
that, like, lettuce presentation...
yeah.
Because I am very... I guess... I like presentation with food. Like,
Right.
I'm not expecting spectacular 5-star, Michelin star stuff from, you know, a small pizza shop on the side of the road or a little deli. But, like, it was just kind of... They took... Bam! And just, like, slapped it on there. It wasn't even like they sprinkled it across. Or maybe they could have, and the ride home shuffled it. Who knows?
True. So who knows? It was just a lot, regardless.
Yeah.
It was a lot of lettuce.
It just
so.
seemed like a lot of lettuce, even though it is that thinner bit.
So then, what's your takes on this? What's your rating?
So, in initial ratings, it's probably going to be like a 7 or 8 for Sam's. Yes, the flavor is different, but I did like it. It was definitely
I would
a little
maybe
subtle
say-
surprise.
I don't know. Like, just the different meat is like throwing me off
Yeah.
because it doesn't taste like a cheesesteak. Probably around a 6 or 7 too.
Okay.
I think the flavor's not bad. With this, the pepper is like bad.
Mhm.
With this, the flavor's different, and I think everything else made it like for me.
Yeah. Okay.
Would you ever want to get either one again?
Yeah, I'd get either one again.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm not feeling it.
Like, I probably wouldn't get Zorba's fries again.
I'm definitely not.
Unless
feeling
it's like
it.
the middle of the day, you know, they're slow. They might make them fresh. Like, these could have been sitting there for a bit. Who knows?
Yeah.
But, like, if every other place was closed, yeah, I wouldn't mind having Zorba's again. Would I pick it over a lot of other places?
No.
No.
I wouldn't pick this one over other places either.
Yeah. Like,
I'm just not. I think I was having like higher expectations because we both heard good stuff from like both places. Like I've definitely heard good stuff about Sam's Deli.
Yeah.
Zorba's I haven't heard as much about, but like
but the biggest thing is...
I think it just was hyped up for us, I
Yeah.
guess.
But the biggest thing is that you have to consider is the fact that this is coming from a deli, not a sub shop.
Correct.
Delis and sub shops are a bit different because deli...
I don't know a lot about delis either.
So delis, you're thinking more like fresh cut meats. So
Okay.
like Savona, like that's a
Yeah.
deli, even though they're
Yeah.
an Italian place. So I don't know what you'd call that,
Right.
but that's what that is. This Zorba's was a pizza place.
It was
so,
Pizza and Grill, I think. Was
Yeah,
the
so they're
title.
primarily a pizza place, but they also do wings, subs, stuff like that.
Like I really thought the pepper was just gonna be on the top, but like the more I'm digging, I think
It's like
it's
just
still
kind of
pepper.
throughout. Because they probably took the pepper shaker, put it through like the whole meat, and then slapped it onto the roll.
Zorba's, stop using pepper, or at least as much. Thanks. That's my PSA.
Yeah, so I think this was overall...
I'm glad we tried them.
Yeah,
We've never tried them.
I don't want to say
So-
it's better than I expected, because they're not great, but they're definitely good.
I
Like,
had higher expectations.
I would have both of them again if somebody was like, hey, I'm getting Sam's, you want something? Or hey, I'm getting Zorba's, you want something? I'd be like, yeah, give me a cheesesteak.
I wouldn't.
But that's okay.
In the end, everybody's different. Everybody has different opinions. So, I mean,
Yeah, so
everyone has different likes.
do we have any other final comments to say?
No,
All right.
not that I know of.
I think we're going to wrap this up and,
Go enjoy some cheesesteaks, friends.
yeah. don't forget, if you're on the East Coast, you need to go to Philly one day.
I've never
at least
been.
once.
No, we can make a video when I go.
Exactly. Loki, what are you doing?
All right, y'all. That's it for today. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to the Bunker's Kitchen. He updates
At least, maybe
at
weekly.
least a few times a week. Also, check him out on Instagram. And where else are you?
That's really it.
Facebook, maybe?
You gotta find my real name on Facebook.
All right,
But-
never
but-
mind.
but
So,
you know who I am.
let us know if you want us to try anywhere locally. If you do live in Hartford County, we are always up for something new to try. Just let us know, and we will hook you up. Have a good night. Stay safe, friends.
Adios.